So where I'm headed right now is to Deerfield Beach, which is right by Fort Lauderdale. And I'm going to be working at this company called Chipmunk for 3 days.
Like a forest in the rain, I was so alone with my thoughts and my pain. And the darkness closed like a mouth on a wild night. I'll never be free.
This is another thing that I've gotten so extremely good at. It's like driving in these high traffic situations, you know, like, and something that really helped me with that was going to California. It's like once you drive in the traffic in California, you feel like invincible. Although I don't want to say that. But so one of the things that I really want to do with this is just shed light on an alternative. And this is sort of what I did with my trip to California. It's like give people an alternative to the standard status quo way of living. I think that's so important because so many people think that you have to be trapped in a 9-to-5 and do things the orthodox way. And it's so far from the truth. It's like the more light we shed on these alternative ways of living and alternative ways to step out of the box, you start to see that life takes on this totally different nuance. Right now I'm working for this app. The name of this app is called Winolo. And it's basically a subcontracting app. It's not a job finder, which is what I like about it, because you can basically select the job that you want to work and just go and work it. And I'm kind of reluctant to tell people about Winolo because I don't want to ruin it for people that really like freedom. It's like, for me, it's like heaven, dude. It's like, holy shit, I can just go pick the job that I want to work a couple days and then leave. To me, that's priceless, dude. Like, to me, that's heaven. But that's not for everybody. I mean, obviously, most people like insurance, like reassurance.
I can't stand on my own anymore. I can't stand in the stain of the broken and poor. I can't break what I held and it never was true. I always kind of gravitate to life on the road. I find it really difficult to stay in one place. I mean, this is what inspired my adventure to California, and that's another thing that kind of inspired this vlog. It's like I see the whole van life and the whole like car life, like living in a van, living in a car. I see it exploding. I'm like, wow, dude. It's like this is gravitational. It's like people gravitate towards it. So I'd like to shed more light on it. I love the coffee shop, Panera, Barnes and Nobles type life. For myself, for you, for the hidden and divine, for everything, but I can fail just so many times.
Okay, so I'm not sure if this is Jupiter, Florida. I'm not quite sure. I haven't looked at my map, but I pass this park all the time, and it's called Burt Reynolds Park. And I don't know if it's the Burt Reynolds, but I think it is, because I think Burt Reynolds lives near or close to here, if I'm not mistaken, because I've heard about like things that he's been doing on like in the community, like on the radio. So this is actually Burt Reynolds Park, and I'm gonna check it out. Okay, so this is Burt Reynolds Park, and I'm at like the back of it, which is towards the river. The terribly shitty thing about this park is that it's a park, like it's a really cool park, really nice, and it's right off like a riverway where there's boats and the river, but you don't have actual visual to the river in the whole park. And there's tables and chairs and pavilions all over here, so that kind of sucks. But it's a cool park. So I don't have to be at work till 2, so I'm gonna do my best to find a beach. I'm gonna find a beach, maybe chill at.
when I feel like stopping. At 5 a.m. just cry, shoot copping. The perfect life was enough for you, but never enough to see me through. For all the lies that were spoken in ways, and the way we lived as an affront to the days, was an affront to the things that we cared about.
It freaked me out a little. I was just at a little rest area, little park, and this guy came up and he was like, "Are you the police?" And he was with this other guy, and he had all this rolled up money. And I don't know if he was a drug dealer. I really don't know. I mean, it's happened a couple times where people have approached me to sell me drugs here. And I guess it's just par for the course, dude. But he was asking me if I was the police, and I was like, dude, I'm not a policeman. And I should have recorded it, but I was just reviewing my camera, and I just he said, "This guy is trying to kidnap me." So I was just like, all right, well, deal with it, dude. It was a really strange situation, dude. And so I just left. I would be lying to you if I said that nothing weird like that has ever happened. Like, there's been some weird shit. Which is partly why I'm writing a book on my adventure to California, because there was so many things that I was like, did that really just happen? So that's kind of like a situation like that. So in that case, I was sitting at a park. I don't usually take notice of what area I'm at. And the guy had said that this is a black area, and you're taking pictures. And I'm like, I'm not taking pictures, dude. I'm just editing my photos. And he had another guy with him in the car, and he had all this crumbled up money. And he was like, "This guy's trying to kidnap me." And I'm like, okay. Well, dude, I can't help you. I'm just editing my pictures. And he's like, "You're in a black community taking pictures." I'm like, I'm not taking pictures, dude. And he's like, "This guy's trying to kidnap me." And he had all this crumbled up money, and he was showing me. So right off the bat, I'm like, this is a weird situation. I don't need to be here. So I'm just like, dude, deal with it. And I just started up my car and I left. But I don't want to give people the impression that stuff like that happens often, because it doesn't. And it doesn't even happen in areas that you would think that would happen. Stuff like that happens like in the least expected times. Like, I was in a pretty sound area. Like, I wouldn't have saw that area as a danger area. Of course, I don't see a lot of areas as danger areas. And I think that actually plays out to my benefit, because I don't see a lot of the drama that happens. And I'm not affected by it, usually. But every now and then, you'll get somebody that comes out of the blue and throws a curveball at you, which I guess is reality. So I'm officially close by. I'm like 2 miles down the street from where I work today. And one of the first things I like to do is actually come to Trader Joe's, because it's right down the street from the warehouse that I'm working at today. So I'm gonna go check out Trader Joe's. So I just got done working. It's like 10 o'clock. It's a little past 10 right now. And I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty exhausted. But my AC in my car is working, so that's a good thing. I'm stoked about that. Yeah, the time actually went pretty quick. The warehouse work tends to be very monotonous, and therefore it feels like it takes forever, but it didn't feel like that today. It felt like it really was sped up, and I really got into the groove, and I really didn't think about the time too much. So I just went in with it and had an amazing, did an amazing job. That was my intention, and that sped the time up. So now I'm actually headed to Walmart, which is where I'm going to sleep for the night. The good thing is that it's so late, I'm just gonna get there and I'm basically just gonna go to sleep. And I'll take you through a little of what I do. Like, I look so scary right now because of my light, because it's dark out and I don't have lighting otherwise. But I'm gonna go to Walmart and I'll show you a little what I do, basically just to prepare for bed, to go to bed. And it's gonna be pretty simple. And I'll show you what I do, where I park, and yeah. So I just brushed my teeth and I'm getting ready to go to bed. It's 12:15. One thing I did want to point out to anybody that might be interested is that I do block out like my side windows. So I have two they're actually aerobics fitness floor mats that I use to actually block out my back window here and my back window here. And usually that's enough. So that's what I'm gonna do tonight, is put those up. And otherwise I am so tired, I just want to go to bed. So I'll be waking up at 5:45 in the morning to head to Jupiter, Florida. I think it's Jupiter. It's like 30 miles south from here. It's just I saw a beautiful beach that I want to chill at tomorrow, so I'm gonna do that. Okay.